Hello, this is the Iron Wolf, and welcome back to another Mouseless the Third challenge. Mouseless Challenge the Third. Not Mouseless. Shoot. Hudless Challenge the Fourth. That's what it is. This is my fourth attempt doing the Hudless Challenge. As you can see, I have my HUD turned off, and this is on hardcore, and my goal in this is to journey to the end of the world, heading south the whole way, which should be this direction. Let's see. Is that a long enough gap to be worth taking out a boat and boating across, or should I just... I think I can just swim that. But, yeah, you know what would be really useful in this challenge would be Frostwalker. The only problem there is I did get a fishing rod, but like obviously it would save time in the long run if I did just get if I took the time to actually, you know, get some Frostwalker boots, but it could take hours and hours if I was trying to fish up a Frostwalker book, you know. That was my own footsteps. I don't need this anymore. First try. No. Nothing. So yeah, where's my boat? I think my boat does not exist anymore, because I think that I already have planks, don't I? I think I left it at some point. Doesn't matter. I've got plenty of wood. I can always craft a new boat. And then let's... The trouble is always trying to place the boat exactly so that it stays in a straight line, because I have to try and stay in as close to a straight line as I can. But yeah, I usually do like an hour per session of this, so I'm gonna go ahead and speed things up so it doesn't get too boring for you. Okay, so I actually had a really nice long ocean here, or long ocean, really wide ocean, really big ocean here, that, and fortunately the boat seemed to be going in a perfectly straight line for the entirety of this ocean. In fact, so much so that I didn't even want to get out of the boat to replace it, so I ended up, especially since this was just such a short isthmus of land here, I just got in the boat and dug through to the other side of the ocean, rather than get out and have to, you know, replace the boat. Unfortunately, it wasn't that long before I hit land, and this was an actual pretty large place of land. There's a village here, but none of the villagers had anything that I wanted, so, you know, had to keep going. I did run into another village, but again, either none of the villagers were close enough to interact with, or you know, they didn't have anything I wanted, so I wasted some decent amount of time trying to interact with some of them, but again, nothing I wanted. Just continuing going through this forest, you know, getting some beef, and just heading south, you know, gotta Gotta find that ice wall or something. Alright. Let's see. Ran into a dark oak forest, which I do like dark oak. So, it's cool being able to collect some dark oak, I guess. I don't know. I did think about getting a horse, but one, I'm not sure if the horse would like if I tried to get on the horse, it would take me outside of my straight line. And two, I don't know. I would have to leave the horse every time I hit water. So, again, getting Frostwalker or something like that should definitely be a bigger priority than getting a horse. Still not brave enough to, you know, go through the night. Actually, collecting coal would be a good thing because there was one villager that was trading it, that was going to give emeralds for coal, and I had just too few coal. So if I got emeralds from my coal or something like that, then I could use those emeralds to potentially buy Frostwalker if I ever came across somebody selling Frostwalker books. Again, gotta collect some of that coal, you know. Again, messing with the horses. This was a weird bit of land. I tried to land on my bed to soften the blow, but I couldn't place it in time. Ran into a desert and actually got a ravine here with... there was some accessible iron. It wasn't as much as would have been nice. And I had to keep going down because iron would, for whatever reason, fall down and not go into my inventory, even though I had an open iron ore spot. But, you know, whatever. Ran past a desert village there, but it was too far out of the way. It's annoying when something's like a couple blocks too far out of the way. But it happens a lot. At least on food I'm doing quite well. And then I ended up stopping here. Because, you know, it was getting into about an hour into the session, so I wanted to stop and smelt some of the iron I'd collected, as well as some of the meat, and then I went ahead and collected some cobble to replace some of the furnaces that I'd lost. Alright, and this is just about where I'm going to be leaving it for today, to be honest, because I've got this. It's gonna be. I need a pickaxe. Okay. Where's my pickaxe? Alright. Are you kidding me? I just put my pickaxe there. Gosh. Okay, you're kidding me. But yeah, that's been about an hour, and got a decent way I actually have no idea how far we went because, of course, I can't access cords. So I just set my bed down here to make it easier at the start of the next episode to know which direction I'm facing. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.